Radio 2 Live.
Now, last month, we celebrated the return of live music. How much we have missed it. I've missed it. You've missed it. There is a total hubbub of excitement about the Manic Street Preachers who were in Cardiff for Radio 2 Live. We say good morning to James Dean Bradfield. James, how are you?
Oh, good morning. Yes, I'm feeling good, thank you.
Oh, good. Lots of your fans coming to see you this week. They're very excited indeed. I heard you on Joe Wiley's show towards, I think it was sort of in August time, and you were talking about that album coming out. You did a beautiful sofa session, Summer Wind, Frank Sinatra, amazing. But you were talking, James, about how you were a little bit nervous about playing live again after the pandemic.
Yes, and still am nervous, to be honest. I think, when they talk in sports about muscle memory, will it come back? And it was really weird. I was realising that I'd been singing in choir from the age of 9 till I was about 14. And then I started playing with a band from when I was about 16. So I hadn't had this gap in my life where I hadn't been doing something on stage. And this 2-year gap it's left me feeling very nervous indeed.
Oh, but, I can totally understand that. And I've heard that from quite a few musicians as well. But I have to say, you're phenomenal on the stage of Radio 2 Live. We're so wonderful. You performed at St David's Hall, a venue, an area very special to you guys as a band. How was it for you? I mean, this was intimate.
Yeah, I mean, it's a venue that we'd already played once before, but we'd seen more gigs by other bands there. I'd seen Gary Newman there when I was young, The Alarm, Spear of Destiny. So playing on that stage where I've seen lots of other bands was quite weird. And we used to busk outside of that place, myself and Nick. It's an area of Cardiff called the Hayes, and we used to busk outside there when we were kids, when we were teenagers. And so to play in there again, the first time we'd played in nearly 2 years, it was intimate, but it was very spaced because of COVID. Yes. So it was. I was excited. I was nervous. I was all those things wrapped up together.
Oh, they're amazing stories. Talking about you busking outside, wonderful memories. The new album, The Ultra Vivid Lament, is phenomenal. Released last week. You must be so pleased it's finally out there. You're getting a lot of love from the fans. And did you do any of the new songs at the gig?
Yes, I think we played 3 new songs at that gig. And again, talk about muscle memory. There was no muscle memory. We'd only ever played those songs in the studio. So, it was nerve-wracking, but I think what I realised is I missed the nerves. I missed feeling nervous as well. So feeling nervous isn't such a bad experience sometimes, It kind of makes you feel a bit alive, I suppose.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We hear from listeners who are going off for new job interviews or starting, new adventures, and you do need a little bit of the nerves. It's wonderful, and I think it means that you care and there is love there, and you've just got to learn to sort of harness them and use them in a good way. Well, this was a secret, intimate gig, though separated, but we're going to release the whole set to the world on BBC Sounds and iPlayer, but only if we can work out a little secret that you've been keeping from the world. James, can you tell us your 3 secrets? One of these is true, listeners. 88291. We want to know which is the truth from James. Off you go, James. Secret number 1.
Okay. Secret number 1 is I own a guitar that was formerly owned by Prince.
If that's true, that's amazing. And I want to hear the rest of the story. Secret number 2.
I am a qualified electrician.
Could be handy if it's
very handy.
True. And secret number 3, James.
Secret number 3, I only passed my driving test just over 4 years ago.
Okay, now I think a lot of your fans will know the answers here. 88291. Which is the real secret from James? Send me your guesses. And now, because I know everyone's been very excited about this, from Radio 2 Live in Cardiff, this is James and the Manic Street Preachers, A Design for Life. Enjoy. Oh, just phenomenal. It's all about Radio 2 Live this morning. We're with James from Manic Street Preachers on the show. That was the guys playing live, Radio 2 Live in Cardiff. James, how is that for you? Do you like listening to yourself, or do you find it a bit painful?
At the moment, I'm still getting used to kind of hearing us play together again. It's just really strange. It's just after everything what we've all been through, you're just kind of realigning your senses. But yes, I'm spotting some faults in the vocal performance there, but I'm warming up. I'm getting back to normal.
Oh, don't give yourself a hard time. It was amazing. So can you please tell James that my children asked me what my favourite ever song was the other day? This is Lisa, and I told them Designed for Life. I could listen to it on permanent repeat. Thank you, James and the boys, for giving it to me. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
At my age, at the age of 52, I'll always take a review like that. Always.
Excellent. OK, we are trying to work out James's secret. James, tell us your 3 secrets again, please.
I own a guitar that was formerly owned by Prince.
OK, Stephen in sunny Halifax reckons that's the right answer. He says it's quite rock and roll, unless James wants to rewire my kitchen. What's your next secret?
I am a very qualified electrician.
Ash, delivering fresh produce in Nottinghamshire, is pretty convinced about that one. May have some work for you, if that turns out to be true. And the final one, James.
My phone won't stop ringing if that's true. And I've only just passed my driving test about 4 years ago.
OK, Trisha from Howick in the Scottish borders reckons that's true, as does Julie. I think he's only just passed his driving test. OK, who's right? Is it Ash? Is it Julie? Who's got it right, James?
I only passed my driving test around about 4 years ago.
No way! That's amazing. How is your parking when you go to the supermarkets?
Oh, very good. I blitzed it as soon as I passed my driving test. I went and had a parking party in Tesco's. I was sitting in the supermarket car park for about an hour. I blitzed it.
That's brilliant. Yes, people commending you on your parallel parking. This is amazing. There you go. That's the truth. So the good news is out. We've worked out James's secret. The world can now see and hear the Manics performance from Cardiff. Not a secret anymore. Manic Street Preachers' full set for Radio 2 Live is available now. You can watch on iPlayer. You can listen on BBC Sounds app. You can do that right now. Just search Radio 2 Live. James, thank you so much for this
Absolute
gig.
pleasure.
It was wonderful. The album, The Ultra Vivid Lament, is out tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. Enjoy the gigs that you're doing at the moment. Lots of listeners coming to see you, so enjoy those moments.
That we will. We'll look forward to it, and we'll shake off the nerves. Definitely.
Yes, definitely. James, always a pleasure. Love to the boys. Take care, and thank you so much. Absolutely loved it.
Thanks very much.
Real magic. Thank you,
Take
James
care.
Dean Bradfield at the Manic Street Preachers. Once again, if you want to watch their wonderful set, BBC Sounds app, you can listen and you can watch on iPlayer. Here's Shanice, 8:52. Jules will have you travel after this. There you go. Only passed his driving test.